Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Writer's Workshop. Before we get started, let's make sure we're ready to learn. So eyes watching, ears listening, quiet as a mouse, still like a pretzel. Okay, so as we mentioned last time, we're starting a new unit on how-to writing. So just to remind you, a how-to book is a type of nonfiction book that teaches your reader how to do or make something. Today you're going to learn about writing the steps of your how-to and adding a closing. The last time we met, we talked about what would make a good topic for a how-to book. We said you want to make sure that you choose something you know how to do really, really well, that you've done a number of times, and that you also want to kiss it. Keep it super simple. Okay, very important. That's why we decided to try a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because we've done that a million times, and we also know that it's pretty easy. We wrote our introduction the last time also. We decided to keep it super basic. We could have asked a question as our opening or introduction. We could have made a dramatic statement. We decided to keep it super basic and just tell the reader what they were going to learn. So we chose this book will teach you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, right to the point. We also wrote our You Will Need page, where we put a picture of each of the items that we were going to need, and then I added a label here. Okay? So when we're all said and done, we had our introduction and our You Will Need page, and we were ready to write the steps. When you write your steps, you have to remember a couple of things. First of all, you need to make sure that your steps are in order. Okay, every single step gets its own page. Okay, and we make sure those steps are in order. We also use transition words like we did in our opinion piece, like first, next, then, last. We have detailed pictures of what those steps will look like. So remember when we're looking at that Lego instructions sheet, it showed very detailed pictures of what you needed to do with those Legos. And then the last thing, which isn't necessarily true for every page, we also include what we call warnings or suggestions. And I'm going to say more about that later on. Okay, a really good way to get yourself prepped for writing your steps is kind of to act it out in your brain, or actually physically act it out. So if I was going to talk about peanut butter and jelly, I would imagine going through the steps. So I could imagine taking the peanut butter out and spreading it on one piece of bread. Then I would get the jelly and I would spread it on the other piece of the bread. Okay, that would be 2 steps right there. Then I would put the 2 pieces of bread together. Okay, and that would be my 3rd step. And then last, I would take it and I would cut it in half, maybe put it on a plate. Okay, so that's already 4 steps right there. Now remember, we don't want to get into going like 7 or 8 steps. Like that's not keeping it simple. Okay, so once I acted it out, I have an idea of what I'm going to do, and then I can get started writing. So of course, I already did this ahead of time. So this is what it would look like here. First, spread peanut butter on 1 slice of bread. And here I have my detailed picture. Okay, and my transition word. On the next page, I have my detailed picture and my transition word. Next, spread jelly on the other slice of bread. Okay. Then I have my step 3 and my step 4. Then put the slices on top of each other. Now, here's what I was talking about with the suggestion or warning. Okay, I said I added another couple of lines here. I said, make sure the peanut butter and jelly face each other. Okay, because you don't want someone making the 2 slices and then putting them the wrong way. Okay, so you want to make sure the peanut butter and jelly face each other. Line them up as best you can. Okay, That's a warning or suggestion. Then I'm already on my step 4, my last step. Last, slice your sandwich down the middle and put it on a plate. Now, when I'm all done, it's really important that you go back after you put all your pages together and put them in order, that you reread it again and just make sure you have everything in order. Okay? And that you didn't forget any steps. Okay? Now it's time to do your closing. Now, again, you guys have done closings all over the place, so you really know what to do already. But just a quick review, you can name a hope for the future, which is what I chose to do. I said, I hope you enjoy your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay? I hope you enjoy it. Or I could keep it super basic and say, now you know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay? So again, that was a lot. But when you guys get back from your break, we're going to review all of these steps and we're going to write one together. And then you'll be able to write one on your own. Okay, so now it's your turn to practice writing steps. Remember, keep it super simple. If you're finding that you have like 10 steps, we got to think of a new topic. Okay? You can write detailed steps just like we do. And remember that when you write your steps, make sure you include each step on its own page and put the steps in order. All right, my friends, I will see you next time.